Hey guys, today let's make a tier list for Jujutsu Kaisen, the anime only. This is anime only up to season 2. I I don't know if I'm not gonna consider what's happening right now in season 3. You see there's like 5 or 6 episodes out, but I'm not gonna consider it. Only up to season 2, including the movie obviously, where basically the Shibuya arcs ends. And we're gonna be ranking all of the characters. Well, most of the characters. These randos I am not touching on. They're pretty hard to rank. Most of them are like fodder tier, if not just grade 4 or grade 3. So there's no point. I only put like character that actually matters. And matters, yeah. But yeah, it's basically off of the grade system. With special grade usually at the top, and then there's grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. But I personally added a semi-special grade where it basically fits character who would easily destroy grade 1, but they're not actually at the special grade level yet. So there's like a little bit difference. Just because you can beat special grade very easily does not necessarily mean you're on the level of special grade. Alright, without further yappage, let me just jump right in. First was, yeah, I did read the manga, but I will keep it spoiler friendly. Even with knowledge that I know, I'll pretend I don't know. Okay, so hopefully I don't slip up. But yeah, starting with the strongest. There's not much people in here. Honestly, there's probably just 2 characters. Just these 2. That's it. Not much to say about these 2. They're the strongest. If they ever face face off against each other one day, hopefully they don't destroy the planet. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. I don't think there's a single another person that would be able to fit here, other than these 2. Yeah, this tier is literally created for them because these 2, they're so different. They would just destroy a special grade. Then you have a bunch of special grade gang up on them. On any one of them, you probably won't win. To beat them is like very conditional. Yeah, they are the strongest. I'm not talking about Geto. He's an absolute bum. Well, he's not. Let's not go roasting Geto yet. But yeah, first we'll start with some really easy ones to rank. These guys, they're the grade 1, the pillar of Jujutsu Society. They're basically very solid. They're very capable in their own way, and they have their own unique strengths. For now, I'll place this guy first, just because from what we can see in season 2, he was pretty different for grade 1. If anything, he's really close to special grade, where like he could pretty much crush most of these guys. Based on what we saw in season 2, we'll rank May second, just because how is she able to actually have a fight against Kenjaku and actually survive? She's pretty different. And from what we see from Kusakabe, basically he just blocked a attack from Kenjaku, which is honestly very impressive. But just for what we saw him did, he was able to one-shot some low-level sorcerers. Like we saw him did that with his Bato. But I don't know if it justifies placing him before Mei. And honestly, Nanami is pretty solid grade 1. He's kind of like all-rounder, but no range obviously. But for now I'll put him like 4th out of these 4. I'll have to reevaluate later. Maybe we can potentially move Naobito to semi-special grade, but for now I think he deserves to be in grade 1 along with the other grade 1s for now. Just because he doesn't seem like he has much, destructibility. Yeah, he is very fast. Honestly, the way that he got killed off is pretty sad. By Jogo, he actually died to a trap. That's crazy. That shit looked so useless in season 1 when he was using on Gojo, but they actually killed him. Yeah, actually got like destroyed by it. I don't think Gramps surviving that one. What am I even talking about? I'm sure most of y'all, if you're watching the tier list, you're caught up in season 3. He died. Rest in peace, Grandpa. He was a pretty chill guy. Yeah, let's get into the next section of the 14th student. It's supposed to be the 16th student, but unfortunately this tier list did not include characters from season 3, so no Hakari, no Kirara. Even though if you're caught up to season 3, you wouldn't know what what Hakari does, because you don't see him fight until like way later. But it would have been nice. We'll just work with these 14 characters. So end the Shibuya arc, Yuji. Yo, Yuji's pretty different, isn't he? I think end of season 1, he's at least grade 1. He might be top of grade 1. Nope. End of Shibuya, bro, semi-special grade. I mean, just look what he was doing with Mahito. Like, I mean, Toto was a big part, but he is top of grade 1 or bottom of semi-grade. He actually makes it just because he was fighting pretty evenly with Mahito, which Mahito would justifiably go in semi-special grade. Because Mahito could pretty much easily destroy all the grade, anybody in grade 1. And Yuji was matching him, so I think he deserves the spot. If anything, maybe he'll just be placed in the bottom semi-special grade because of how much help he was receiving from Toto. Alright, next move on to Megumi. Megumi, let's take a look on the official ranking based off the in-story. Basically, he was placed in grade 2, which is pretty good. But I think he deserved to be ranked a little higher, just because when this was happening, I don't think they were considering him learning his domain yet. So he at least deserves to be in semi-special grade 1. Semi-grade 1. Honestly, at the end of Shibuya, Megumi was being kind of a bum, but he was doing his stuff. I still can't get over how funny it was that he summoned Maharaga on the Haruta guy. Where is that guy? The absolute bum. Where is he? Where'd that guy go? Oh, he's right here. This guy. He's so funny, bro. This guy's so annoying. Honestly, Nanami? I think Megumi could like be at the bottom of grade 1. I mean, if all comes to it comes to the worst case scenario, he could do like a Yura again, and basically just self-destruct with the enemy. But we shouldn't consider that, because at that point, like, he could kind of like be tied to a special grade if you just consider the strength of Maharaga. Wait, is Maharaga in this tier list? They actually didn't add Maharaga in this tier list. Maybe we should use a substitute and rank Maharaga by himself. That would be cool, no? There is no Maharaga. These guys so disrespectful to the Divine General. Can't believe it. Yeah, it's actually not here. Oh, that's that. So let's not consider Maharaga's strength. Even without it, I feel like Megumi has really good battle IQ. I think he's strong enough to warrant a grade 1. Although he's probably gonna lose to most of these guys. Is it justified? It's just that I can see him tying with Nanami. We'll give him bottom grade 1, just for the benefit of the doubt. Nobara. So in story, she's ranked grade 3 because they think she's pretty weak, and honestly, she is pretty weak. But she was one of the few characters in the whole series that we've seen the head of Black Flash so far. And her fight against Mahito was not completely shite. Her fight against this guy, Haruto, was completely shite though. But I do think grade 3, which is supposed to be the rank for an average Jujutsu sorcerer, is a little bit disrespectful to her. Because I think she's way stronger than Mai, which honestly Mai should go in grade 4. She does not deserve to be in grade 3. How is she even grade 3? That does not make sense. I feel like she's literally placed there to like be disrespectful towards Maki. Yeah, I feel like probably Zenin clan had something to do with this. But she probably does not warrant grade 2, which will be a good sorcerer like Inu and in story Megumi. So I think she deserved a grade 2, semi grade 2 though. Yeah, at least in the end of Shibuya when she was having some good moments against the Mahito clone. I know Mahito clone is very weak, but she's not completely useless. She was doing a good amount of damage to Mahito. Moving on to Mai. In story, she's placed 4 because Denin Clan's interference. But we know from Miwa, let's look where Miwa is located. Where is Miwa? I believe Miwa was placed an average sorcerer, grade 3. But she was easily able to destroy Miwa. And in the series, although she was dragging basically Nanami and Nalapito down, she was not completely useless. She was at least able to keep up in certain moments. Not all the time. Does she deserve semi-grade 1? Am I overestimating Megumi? Should I pull him back down? Because from what I can see, at least in season 1, Megumi and Maki, they were pretty even. But on season 2 Shibuya arc, Maki was not keeping up with the grade 1s like, at all. I do think she deserved grade 2 though. Maybe we should drag Megumi down. After careful consideration, we'd like to reject your offer. Unfortunately, sorry Megumi. I had to drag him down. Also, Miho, I think grade 3 for her is fair. Moving on to Panda. Panda is rated semi-grade 2 in the series. What is his feat even? Maybe he is just semi-grade 2. But no, I think I can see her beating Nobara. They're like underestimating him a little bit. Also, his fight against Mekamaru was pretty great, pretty impressive. But I do think she'll lose to Maki though. Will she? Not necessarily, because Maki, at the end of season 2, you know what happened in season 3. Yeah, that was different. I would say they're pretty close, yeah. Close to match, Dependo. Yeah, in Shibuya arc at least. In season 3, yo, she's like special grade. If anything, like mid-high special grade. Alright, next, Inumaki. Inumaki surprisingly ranked pretty high in story. She is actually semi-special grade, you can see here. And honestly, is it deserved? Somewhat deserved. Just because he seems like he's pretty good at he has pretty good decision making ability. Like, he knows when to use his ability. He times it pretty well. Semi-grade 1. I do think he's weaker than Megumi though, for sure. Yeah, I could see him beating Panda or Maki. I could see it. Yeah, she could. It's fair. Yeah, Maki, too bad he just didn't get much screen time in season 2, eh? Oh, Yuta. Yuta is very easy. Special grade. He's justified special grade, bro. He's like the group of people that was right below the strongest. Yeah, that special grade rating is well deserved, man. Well deserved. Especially if you watch first 2 episodes of season 1, you seen how strong and how much growth he had. After the movie, basically. Man's really strong, man. He's really strong. Next, Toto. I'll place him a little bit higher than Yuji. Obviously, we're not considering, he lost one of his hands. We'll consider peak Toto. I do feel like him against Yuji will lose. And honestly, Toto's the man. He's built different, man. Like, his battle IQ is insane. He's a genius tactician, honestly, with his curse technique. Boogie Woogie is actually broken. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see how far he places, because most of the disaster curses are probably gonna be here. What is her name? Nishimiya, basically the broom girl. She's a witch. I do believe she was actually rated pretty high. Let me see. I did not intentionally put her in fodder. Let me see. I don't remember. I think she was grade 2. She's like an above. Yo, she is not above average, bro. She is not beating Megumi or even Inu. I think I don't think she's beating Maki either. Oh, right. She was grade 2. She was grade 2. Never mind. In story, I believe she was rated grade 2. Let me check her. This is the. I'm pretty sure this is official fan book, yeah. So this is motor, so reflex. This honestly does not matter that much. But where is she? What's her name? Nishino. She does not have really good physical capability. Her curse ability, basically curse energy and curse technique is mid too. Wow, 2? I don't think she deserves 2. Semi-grade 2. She does not deserve 2. Semi-grade 2? I could see her matching with Nobara. If anything, I'll place her a little bit behind Nobara because her wind ability really does not seem very destructive. If anything, Nobara's curse technique seems like it's more destructive than hers. Next, Mekamaru actually deserves a pretty high ranking. He is at least grade 1, and in story he is semi-grade 1. The ultimate Mekamaru form? Let's consider that. Let's consider the ultimate Mekamaru form. It was low-key facing off against Mahito pretty well. So I'd say he's either top of grade 1 or bottom of semi-special grade. Do we give him the respect, the honor to make it to semi-special grade though? I don't know, man. He did lose to a weaker Mahito, you know? Although the fight was not completely fair because he was kind of like distracted by the president of Kinjaku. I don't think so. I don't think he warrants the rating for his semi-special grade. We'll just put him at top of grade 1 for respect. Honestly, that's very impressive. I do see him beating most of the grade 1s though in his ultimate Mekamaru form because he's like a fucking raid boss. Oh, for now we'll put him here. We'll see. Maybe at the end of the tier list I'll make some adjustment. Honestly, his ultimate Mekamaru form is pretty good. Too bad bro's a freaking spy, bro. This guy, low-key. I guess I can't blame him. Bros just really want a normal body. Kamo Noritorshi. In story, he is semi-grade 1. Semi-grade 1. Kind of justified. This is a pretty accurate rating. He is semi-grade 1. I would place him maybe a little bit higher than Inumaki. Just because the blood manipulation seems like it's actually pretty versatile, surprisingly, as long as you care enough of blood, of course. Yeah, well, you know, Inumaki's drawbacks are pretty heavy. And he's a pretty good range fighter, which is actually surprisingly pretty good, you know, at least in the lower levels. I could imagine it being pretty effective against basically your average Jujutsu sorcerer. This guy, we know he has a technique that's like support based. I'm just gonna assume he's your average. I think he's actually. We don't know enough about him to know him. But maybe. Oh no, we never see him fight. I'm not putting him in grade 4. I'm just gonna put him in grade 4. I mean grade 3. I'm not putting him in grade 3. Grade 3, you gotta at least show some feat of, you know, of a fight, you know. This guy, what is his name? Is it Nita? Something Arata Nita or something. We'll just put him in grade 4, which will be considered basically a weak sorcerer that can only clear like the most fodder of curses. Average sorcerer? Yeah, average sorcerer. Yeah, she is not great. Mine does not great. Grade 2. Mine is just grade 3. Average sorcerer, for sure. Like Miwa. If anything, Miwa is definitely stronger than her. Dude, her ability actually seems so useless. That's it's just creating a bullet. I'm sure you could use it to create other stuff, but because she's so weak, whatever she creates it can't be effective. Like let's say you create a super small bomb. That's not really a bomb. That's a little mini firecracker. That's not doing shit. I don't know if she deserves grade 3. I'm putting her grade 4. Now I think about it. I guess with her curse tool she can beat some grade 4s. Let's not disrespect her too much. Alright, moving to the next part. The curses, or the bad guys. Joe Goat. Stand proud, you were strong. This guy is at least semi special grade, and I think he deserves very high special semi special grade. He's probably top of the food chain, just behind Mahito. Because at the end of Shibuya, we saw what Mahito was doing. Bro was awakening his true self. 0.2, the main expansion, with the freaking armor form. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. It was like, he was like evolving crazy fast, and he was hitting 2 black flashes, which is insane. Yeah, I think he's a true potential man. Imagine if he hits more black flashes. Like, his capability is insane. Hanami and Dagon. I'll put Hanami before Dagon, just because how inexperienced Dagon is. Honestly, yeah, they're definitely higher than these 3. Yeah, because none of them by themselves can really beat them. At least, I don't see them capable. Maybe if they had a good... If Toto has like a good, what do you call it, curse weapon? Curse tool in hand? I doubt it, because he does not possess the speed and destructibility of Toji, and we see... I mean, Toji was like easily freaking cooking Dagon. I'm sure Toto wouldn't lose against these two, Hanami and Dagon, but... Or even Yuji, I don't see him losing. They could probably like... They probably can't beat them, but they can like make like basically run away. Huh. You know what? I think Mekamaru, Kokichi, what is his name? I don't know. Mekamaru deserve this grade because I can see him matching evenly with these two, honestly. Which is impressive, very impressive. So, you know what? I'm gonna give it benefit of the doubt at the end of the series. These two could probably match these two, 1-on-1. Next, move on to Choso. Choso in the middle of Shibuya was kicking Yuji's ass, but that was before Yuji started hitting like freaking what, like 4 or 5 black flashes and awakening to become a Kag. Choso was pretty strong. Yeah, but does he deserve semi-special grade? I think he does actually. Is anybody just gonna be able to make the semi-special grade? Maybe he doesn't deserve it. Huh. I mean, compare. He doesn't have the money expansion. He has really good control over his technique. He's great. I think I'm gonna have to keep him in grade 1, just because he does not seem like he has a destructibility like Ultimate Mechamaru or another theory, dude. Yeah. How did he see? I think like he was surprisingly be a good counter to Toto, just because this has AOE effects. No, but not on the same level though. Yuji at the end of the series could probably beat him. At the end of Shibuya, he was getting a lot stronger. I'll put him top grade 1. I know in story he's technically a special grade, but that's not how we're ranking it here. We're actually ranking out based off strength. Would an Anonymous versus Choso fight be interesting? I could see that fight lasting for a while, but obviously I feel like Choso will win. Next, let's move on to Choso's little brother. I forgot their name. It's like Eso Kechizo or something. They are not very high. They're probably in semi-grade 1. No, I don't think they even deserve Samuel's grade 1, bro. Maybe this guy. Maybe this guy's a little bit stronger. Because this guy, he was getting carried by him for a little bit. I mean, Nobara was only able to basically win against these two because Yuji was kind of pulling her weight a little bit. But she was doing her part. Yeah, you know what? I feel like I should place him a little bit different. He'll be low semi-grade 1, and he'll be grade 2, high grade 2. Let's move on to this guy. I don't remember what grade he was. Should I check? Let me check the curses. Maybe he's actually like placed already. Her spirit. He is the... He's not Flyhead. What is his name? Does he actually have a name? Isn't there a terminology? Cursed spirits. Should be a rank for it. Oh, he has a... He's here, this guy. Coal guy? Coal guy. Oh my god, that's actually a play on English. Oh, he's grade 2 supposedly. Let's see if he actually deserved to be in grade 2. That means he's pretty strong. Yeah, he's like a panda, basically. I'll play some like low grade 2 though. I could see Panda winning the fight against him. I mean, Panda didn't really get much of a power boost in season 2. But he is a more important character, so... I kind of don't remember what this guy does. What does he even do anyways? Grasshopper physiology. Enhanced jumping and biting. Black mucus. I can see that being pretty destructive. I'll give Panda the benefit of the doubt just because he was actually able to beat Mechamaru. Bro's actually surprisingly pretty smart. Why do I keep going to the my old tier list? Yeah, Panda's actually surprisingly pretty smart of a fighter. Urame. Definitely at least semi-special grade. Yeah, no, I don't think he deserves special grade. No, I can't think special grade beating him. His ice ability is pretty strong. Good. Ice feat's not that crazy, but he was able to trap Endless Yuji and a bunch of people, other fodders. That's a guy, right? Urame? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Look feminine enough. Anyways. I could see him matching Gojo. Not Gojo, Jogo. Definitely not beating Mahito though. I'll give Jogo the benefit of the doubt just because we see more feats of him actually destroying the whole fucking city with a meteor. For now, I'll place him behind Jogo. Kenjaku is a special tier, special grade. And even if he himself is the true Kenjaku is really not a special grade, he has a special grade body, and he's way better at utilizing it than the actual Geto. So I think he deserves to be in special grade, but I will place him behind Yuta though, for unknown reason, of course. Yuki, we haven't really seen her fight, but based off of how she was able to match Kenjaku, I do feel like she deserved to be in the special grade, and she is in special grade. Yeah, there's another story. That right here, these special grades. None of them come close to Gojo and Sukuna though. Who else? Moving to the GOAT. This guy's actually goated. He is not semi-special grade. I swear he's not semi-special. I swear he low-key makes it in the special grade. Just because Toji with the right weapon? He does require a little bit of prep time though. If he knows your weakness, you're cooked. Just like how he knew about Gojo's weakness, he was able to quickly dispose of a young Gojo that's not fully awakened. I could see him one-shotting Mahito and Jogo with the right curse tool, and everybody else below this list. But does he deserve the special grade though? He is just so different. I might have to actually, for now, put him in the special grade. Bottom though. Bottom. I don't think he can match C3, but he's kind of on a different level than these guys. Look how he did the Dagon, bro. That was just mad disrespectful. Bro's just like, I will not lose. Bro, Dagon was having like an anime awakening moment, and and, and Toji just decided to like start pummeling his face with a playful cloud. That was insane, bro. That was such a good fight. I'm sure most of you guys forgot, like, Dagon's like pretty freaking strong, bro. He was pulling some crazy move of summoning giant sea creatures in his domain, and like it was like fully consuming Toji. But then Toji literally just sliced through everything and came out of it. So it was actually an insane fight. Geto though, we're not rating him, you know, based on what happened in the story. He's considered a special grade. We're considered basically before he died, like when he was fighting Yuta. Maybe he still makes it a special grade. I was literally tempting to just rank him as a special grade. I feel like he's a little bit fraudulent. Because Yuta was not well deserving of his special grade when he first started in the movie, you know? Or even at the end of the movie. He got way stronger, you know, afterwards. From what we can see in season 3. Semi-special grade. Dude, he got his ass kicked by Toji like crazy, bro. But then we should consider, you know, Geto from the movie, the JJK 0, the prequel movie. So maybe at that point he deserved to be in special grade. And he was really nerfed by him basically splitting up his strength with the whole night parade of 100 demons, that thing. Alright, moving on to more of the side characters, really. Wait, if this girl's here, where's her sister? They're probably pretty much close enough, I guess. Just consider them the same person. Haibara was a grade 2, I believe. He died because of basically a miscalculation. Him and Nanami was fighting a grade 1 curse, which got him killed. That must have been really sad for Nanami, I'm sure. Bro definitely had potential. He was Nanami's partner. I'm sure he would have made it a grade 1 if he didn't die, but based on his story, he was grade 2, I believe. Maybe we could check. I don't remember, but I think he was grade 2 because he died to a grade 1 curse. I think they were supposed to be fighting against a grade 2, which is matching of him being a grade 2. Because grade 2 sorcerers are supposed to exercise grade 2 curses. Amanai? Why am I getting the names all mixed up? Is pretty much a normal human, although she is a curse. She's capable of seeing curses, I'm sure, right? She's a star plasma vessel, and if you're designated as that, I'm sure you have capability of, you know, using jujutsu. But we haven't really seen her do anything, so might have to just go in fodder tier, a normal human tier, same thing. She is, and her maid, she actually is a sorcerer. But I don't think we haven't seen her really do anything. The only time she did fight, she just got killed by Toji. Like, she straight up died. That was sad, but I'm not placing her higher than grade 4 though. Yaga. Okay, we need to consider. Okay, not considering his cursed corpses, which he basically in 3 and 3 we found out he does not really use them as soldier as well. He doesn't really use them. Maybe he will use a few of them that is willing to fight for him, but he doesn't even want him to fight for him. But I do think he is a pretty capable fighter, as we can see him defending Shoko later. Also, what grade would Shoko be? Loki got me curious. I might check it out if they're actually graded. Tokyo. Uh, is she even graded? Yeah, I don't think she's graded, is she? Her technique is very good. What she does, she uses reverse curse technique to heal people, but she's not really a fighter. In terms of fighting capability, though, I'm sure she has some experience, so I would not place her in grade 4 as a weak sorcerer. But it's kind of basically my guess. Also, I do want to see where Yaga is actually graded. Let me see if we can even find it. Is he even here? I guess he's not here, huh? Masamichi Yaga. Does he have a ranking? He's actually grade 1. Respect. Man looks grade 1 for sure. He's built different. His build is insane. Bro is not slacking with the workouts. He was a teacher back when Nounding was a student. Just think about that. Just think about that. But I don't think I'll rank him higher than these guys. Just because we really haven't seen him fight. Honestly, I could see... we'll put some here. This guy. We know Utahime is semi-grade 1. But we haven't really seen her fight, so that might be overrated. But let's just trust the in-story rating for now. We'll put her bottom of semi-grade 1 though. She's a teacher. Yeah, Toto will be stronger and Makamura will be stronger, but she's gotta at least be semi-grade 1. Also, just kind of that's kind of sad. Who are we ranking again? Oh yeah, this guy, the Gakugenji guy. Season 3 was pretty sad for this dude. Let's see his grade. Maybe he's grade 1 too. Professional status? I guess it's not stated. I can't be going down. It's gonna be spoiler territory. He was matching against this guy, which we don't really see him do anything, but he does have fighting capability for sure. I guess we just had to kind of estimate. I think he would be at least semi-grade 1, personally. Maybe at his peak, he was grade 1, but low-key, Gramps is getting too old for this shit. I think I'm just gonna put him semi-grade 1, the top of semi-grade 1 for now. I think when he was younger, he was definitely grade 1 sorcerer. That's why. Why else would he be the principal of a whole goddamn school? Grade 2, you know, pretty more experience. I'd say I'll give him top of grade 2. I think he's pretty experienced of a guy. When we see him fight, he's pretty calm and collective, and he has a pretty good technique, I feel like. He has 4 forms, but we haven't really seen most of it. I mean, he just lost like that when we saw him in Shibuya because he was facing up against a goat, you know. So makes sense that happened. This is this guy's sister, and she is also here. She's weak. She's same with what's his name again? Damn, I just forgot. Respects to him though. He was a great guy. They're just weak with grade 4s, bro. They can't fight. I feel like she might actually have some fighting capability, but just because we haven't seen her do anything. She's going to grade 4. Honestly, Shogo should be grade 4, but she's part of the GOAT trio, bro. I can't disrespect her. She's going to grade 3. Just for, even though we never seen her like do anything. We've never seen her do like fight at all. Let's rank this guy first. He is actually a bully, huh? He only goes after the weak. So that means, surprisingly, he has okay fighting capability. Just like he's fighting like a crippled Megumi. He was fighting against Nobara. I think he deserves a grade 2, honestly. I think he does. Just because his ability is so pesky. It's like luck storing, really? It negates actual lethal effects. And he knows when he dies. Like Konami, when Konami was basically punching away his extra lives away, he knows that, oh, I died. Dude, he has 7 lives. I think about it. Bro's about to turn to a cat soon. Bro's about to have 7 lives. I mean 9 lives. I don't see him beating Maki. I don't see him beating Panda. Even this guy will beat him. He's like bottom of grade 2. Basically, he's like an okay sorcerer. Damn. Okay, my thing's not loading. Hello, is the internet still there? Still going. This guy got just one shot by Gojo. He's probably grade 2 too. But I haven't seen him done anything. So yeah, also grade 2. My estimate basically. Yeah, grade 2 is just above average actually. So this is average. Grade 3 is average. Oh, moving on to Junpei. This guy's pretty interesting, isn't he? He basically got his Burning Altar and by Mahito to get his own curse technique, and he was using the Shikigami pretty well. From what we can see, he was matching up against the early Yuji pretty well actually. Early Yuji, I think he was slightly weaker than early Yuji. Where would early Yuji be even placed though? He was low-key a little bit stronger than your average sorcerer. He was like semi-grade 2. Yuji, only because he was basically fighting against the finger bearers and shit like that, some ridiculous stuff, and Mahito. Yuji at the start of the series, like right after he ate the Sukuna's fingers and going out of missions, he was probably already grade 2. I think I could see it. He could fight these guys. Maybe not, huh? Maybe he was more of semi-grade 2, at the start Yuji would be. But yeah, Junpei though, average sorcerer. Honestly, he is more of grade 3, top of grade 3. I could see Miwa beating him. Just because he's so inexperienced. Yeah, he's really inexperienced. But yeah, he has the potential to get a lot higher though. And anything, for the amount of time that he had, he was really good. With, the minimal amount of training. He was using his Shikigami, his own curse technique, I think, pretty well. Oh, Miguel is goated, bro. He's at least grade 1. With the Black Whip, damn. He was using that shit like crazy. Where would he be placed in grade 1 though? Because he was actually able to fight Gojo a little bit, which is an insane feat. I don't see him beating Choso though. Him and Choso are pretty evenly matched. He's a really good fighter. But we haven't seen him fight much other than that one fight against Gojo. Just that alone warrants him a grade 1, but I think we'll just place him below Choso for now. Can he beat... He could beat... I could see him beating these guys. Even Mei. Could he beat him though? He low-key counters him just because the speed is so ridiculous. But he was really tanky. I can see Naobito beating him though. So put him behind him. Let's move on to some other fodders. They're the normal humans. Let's just get them there real quick. She has a curse technique, but is pretty weak. Nope, she does. I feel like they were killing normal people though. Do they even warrant a grade 3? she has this telephone, basically that cell phone ability. From what we saw, it was like picture manipulation with a cell phone. Well, the other girl has like a hanging ability. Where is the other girl? Why is the other girl not here? Damn, just forgot today. Yeah, she's not here. Average sorcerer. I'll give her average sorcerer. Bottom though. Bottom average sorcerer, because they really. To be fair, it's against Sukuna. What else do you expect them to do? I'll give them lower part of average sorcerer, because at least we seen their curse technique, you know, and they even have one, so good for them. These guys are gonna be interesting rank. This guy showed up in the hidden inventory arc. And he has like a bunch of clones, and each of them basically actually feel like it has a similar power to his original body. He is definitely not a grade 1. And does he make it a semi-grade 1? I doubt it. I doubt he makes it a semi-grade 1. Somewhere in the middle. Maybe I'm overrating this guy. He's like a okay villain. He'll be like these guys. Easily one shot by Gojo, but you know, they have a little bit of combat prowess, at least. I could see him beating these two, just because he has a number advantage. This guy's an interesting case. His curse technique is pretty interesting. Before his curse technique was like discovered, he was kicking Yuji and Megumi's ass. But his weakness, once you find out, it's really easy to beat him. Basically, you have to purposely do the attack, but not hit super hard. You have to basically hit like a pillow. But he was showing capability of doing pretty good damage to his opponent. Maybe he deserves... I don't think he deserves semi-grade 1. I could see Megumi, once he found out he was starting to destroy him, although it was a 2v1. I'll give him somewhere... Low-key, this guy is too dumb enough to find his weakness. I'll put him in the middle, grade 2. Let me see if I need to make some adjustment. Damn, I really respect Toji, huh? He's a goat, he's a goat. Is there any adjustment? Utah top, Kenjaku. Honestly, it's pretty debatable. We'll put Kenjaku. Yeah, Utah first. Yuki, we don't know, you know, in the theory so far what she does, but yeah, she's deserved to be close to Kenjaku for being able to kind of match him. A lot of these disaster curses, they're all just semi-special grade. Dude, the semi-special grade gap is just pretty crazy. You have to reach a certain level to reach semi-special grade. You have to at least be able to beat Mekamaru's ultimate Mekamaru form, basically. Which is pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. That shit like a straight Gundam. Real quick, I decided to add a few extra characters I found on the bottom. I would like to rank these guys as well. Yeah, I finally found the sisters of this girl. See, she's Nanako and this is Mimiko. I don't know why I even bother remember their names. But before I rank these guys, let me just make one adjustment and mention three things that I actually explain real quick. Obviously, I think Shoko should be able to beat Maya Elise. Maya Elise. I don't know about these two because they actually have some combat capability. But honestly, if I had to guess, Shoko could probably have the capability of beating some of these weaker sorcerers. Even though we've seen her literally never fight, I'm sure she has the experience of dealing with some, weaker sorcerers. Besides that, though, if we're talking about, I already been mentioning season 3 up to season 4, up to episode 4. That's where I basically watched up to. I didn't watch the newest episode 5 and 6 yet. If we're talking about the latest Maki in season 3, where she basically fully awakened her heavenly restriction, she would be moved to at least semi-special grade. But I'm not sure where she would deserve. I think she at least beats Dagon Academy. I could still see her struggling, maybe potentially losing to Dagon, just because she is not fully. I believe she's not fully at Toji's level yet, even though supposedly she is the same as him. I don't feel like she actually could beat Toji at a fight yet. So I'll probably place her somewhere behind Urami. Yeah. Just because these guys, they're more pesky fighters in the special grade. They are like a lot stronger than the rest. But if we're talking about before season 3, Maki would just be grade 2. Also, I would like to mention Choso's ranking and Megumi's ranking. Megumi, I'm sure a lot of y'all would want Megumi to be placed in grade 1 just because of his domain expansion capability. But I do feel like he does not deserve to be in grade 1. I think I explained before. But just because of his lack of experience, although domain is really effective against these lower, grade 1s. Some of them, I'm sure they know simple domain, but some of them I know they don't know the simple domain. But even then, with his domain expansion, he is not fully capable of, utilizing his full strength. So I could even see like someone like Nanami still being able to beat Megumi, even though he has a domain expansion. It's half-assed, but it's still domain expansion. But no, I would not really put him at the grade 1. I just want to provide further explanation on my thoughts. Also, I'm sure some of y'all will want Choso to be in semi-special grade. But just because he's really closely matched with Yuji, I could see him being at the bottom of semi-special grade. Is it deserved though? I'm debating. I could see him beat Nanami. I could see him beat most of these guys. Miguel, is Miguel being underrated? Could Miguel beat Naobito? I don't know how that interaction will work. Maybe he would be able to one-shot him, but if he doesn't, his speed is just like he can't really deal with. I'll also put Naobito before Miguel, even though they're like really close. Their strength lies in different area. His strength lies in his durability, his power. He's very strong, and he also has that cursed tool of the rope, from the hair rope. But no, I'll just place him. Even though they're really close, I'll place him below Naobito. Choso though, I could see Choso being Naobito. I mean, in season 3, he literally beat the sun. I'm sure Naobito is slightly stronger than Naoya, but Choso is a really good fighter. I think he low-key deserves to be in the bottom semi-special grade. Alright, let's quickly rank these fodders real quick. This is Mimiko, I believe. She's a little bit stronger than her sister, but they're both in the average sorcerer grade. Yeah, really can't place them any higher. If anything, they're probably stronger than Mai. I would place this girl slightly higher than her sister, just because her Kurosaki is more killing based, while hers is more like generalized. It's all about picture manipulation or something. This guy will rank. No, we'll just rank these guys too first. This Rainbow Skill Dragon. Definitely higher than grade 1 because a grade 1 sorcerer will have difficulty dealing with this guy. I could low-key see UG and Toto beating this guy. But I will not place him higher than the Disaster Curses though. Just because they have Domain Expansion and Domain Expansion will probably cook this guy. This thing is actually classified as a special grade for curses just because he is supposedly stronger than grade 1. But with the feat that we saw this lady do of absolute fucking nothing because she just got one shot by Toji, he does not deserve really high in the same special grade. I would not say. Definitely not. Now that I think about it, it's more justified for Choso because Choso, they can definitely beat most of grade 1 sorcerers. This guy, Fodder, that got one shot by close range combat by Geto. He's just a Shikiagami user. Low-key, he would be higher than grade 3. If anything, he has pretty good experience. I'll place him higher than both Nobara and this Nishinoya. That's her name, right? Because yes, he had some strategies going on. Yeah, obviously he'll get one shot by where did I place Geto? I put Geto in special grade. I actually did put Geto in special grade. I guess it is deserved. Yeah, he's like your average sorcerer, but a little bit higher than that, you know? He's slightly above average. Placing him in with Nobara might be a little bit crazy. That's my take. Nobara did hit a Black Flash. Can't be disrespecting her too much. These two are very easy. This guy is a grade 3 curse spirit, which means grade 3 curse, basically a sorcerer can easily deal with him, so he's actually a grade 4 sorcerer. Basically a curse spirit. Shit, I'm getting it mixed up. Yeah, basically he's a weak what do you call it, curse. I'm sure these grade 4 sorcerers, which are considered weak sorcerers, have difficulty dealing with him, but even your average sorcerer could deal with him, so he's really not big of a threat. And this thing is probably like a grade 4 curse, which means that it's a freaking fodder, which means most normal human, it doesn't even bother normal human. This shit is absolutely a piece of shit. Aren't these just called fly heads that was used for distraction on Gojo during the Toji fight? I also might as well rank this guy strongest, obviously. No doubt, right? I'm just kidding. He is kind of the GOAT though. Bro was in the flashbacks. Yeah, you know what? I think this is my final tier list now. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take a screenshot. Proudly present to you my JJK tier list up to season 3. No, up to season 2. But I did, you know, during this video, I kind of talked about what happened in season 3. JJK tier list. Let me see if I think I'm done with adjustments, but let me see if there's anything that surprises me. Gojo Sukuna makes sense, right? Strongest, special grade, these guys. The only one that's not officially designated as special grade will be Toji. But he's Toji. He's different. Honestly, silly, he deserves to be in this tier. Maybe one day Maki could reach the same level as Toji and be put in the special grade. But not yet. I would not say so yet, based on what she's doing in season 3. Semi-special grade, it makes sense that the disaster curses, they're in semi-special grade because they easily destroy the grade 1s with their domain expansion, especially. Toto and Yuji. Toto is because of his battle IQ and his curse technique. He is so good at fighting, he can destroy grade 1s. Like, and Yuji at the end of 3, especially, you know, ever since End of Shibuya, bro is just in a different mindset. He's like locked the fuck in. Like every other hit is like Black Flash, some shit like that, you know. It's ridiculous. What level Yuji reached at the end of season 2. And even in season 3, we haven't even seen him really fight yet. He did lose to Yuta, but that's Yuta, so it makes sense to lose. And I don't even think he was trying fully. Yeah, that's not true. He was trying to not get killed, and then he got killed. But it's Yuta, so this guy's just fucking durable. Choso and Mekamaru deserve because they reach a pretty high level of power and destructibility. Grade 1, these guys make sense. The only thing I'm a little bit iffy on is Miguel, because he got that aura, you know? Maybe he'll be a little bit higher than Nobito, but I would not really place him in semi-special grade. No. Gakukanji. Bro, it used to be a grade 1. He's retired now. These guys are getting close to grade 1, basically. They have pretty good fighting capability, but a grade 1 could probably caught them. It's funny how, yeah, Choso, semi-special grade, and then his brother is like all on different tiers. They're a little bit different in terms of strength. Mutahime is, we don't even know what she does. We've never seen her do anything. These guys, I don't bother. Yeah, I'm okay with this, how I ranked everything. I'm happy. Yeah, that's it though. But before I go, I do want to let you know I'm also a JJK fan, so not a really in-depth reader. So yeah, don't really have that reading comprehension, so I might make a lot of mistake on these different characters' capability. Take everything that I ranked with a massive grain of salt. And feel free to let me know what you disagree with, what you would change to this ranking. And also feel free to correct my mistake in the comments. Let me know what I got wrong. I'm sure I got a lot of info wrongs for sure. And honestly, please give me some suggestions on other kind of tier lists I could make and how I could basically improve my tier list rankings. But yeah, that's all though. I hope you enjoyed this tier list. Hope you enjoyed this video. That's all from me though. Take it easy, y'all. Bye bye.